I'll look into it again. Hi guys, welcome to Football with Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe and spreading that love right across the big bad world. And am I pissed off? Only a little thing. It's only been a little thing, right? A bit close to the camera here. But, sometimes, Tom, the little things you can have a good day, but one little thing can just trigger it off, yeah?
Yes, that's true.
Right. So I'm going to do something online right now. I'm going to block some motherfucker, right, on the Facebook page, right? So I'm going to do it live online. And if he's watching on Facebook, I hope he is watching on Facebook. Hang on, one second. Let me fucking share this motherfucker. Well, it's only a little thing, but it just got to me, Tom, right? Right. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We all know, well, I don't know if you've seen the community pages or the Facebook pages. Basically, I share the same thing on all the different platforms. Last night, a fact, right? I'm not Rangers or Celtic. There's such a thing with social media, Tom. If you say something about one club, they think you automatically, without even looking into your history, they automatically think you're a fucking supporter of their rivals. And you can't get any worse than Rangers and Celtic fans for doing that, right? Anyway, so I done last night, yeah? Celtic are the first British team to concede 5 goals in the first half of the game in a major competition since Cwmbran Town in a 97-98 Cup Winners' Cup, right? Now that is a fact, right?
Yeah.
Then going down with David Wallace, right? Right. He then came and said, why say British? Scottish don't want to be associated with England or Wales or Northern Ireland. Just say Scottish. So I went back to him and I said, no, I'll say British because it's a British fact. And it is a British fact because Cwmbran Town is not fucking Scottish. Do you know what I mean, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, right, my actual thought when reading that is you're being very pedantic, not you, just Mr. Wallace, not that I mean to cause, not I'm trying to make an enemy, but my initial thought was basically, well, even if you say just Scottish, that doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah, no, I know
even in Scotland,
I say British because Cwmbran Town is a Welsh team.
No, I get that. I get your perspective. I understand. You are right. But what I'm saying is, for him, the question is, even if you do turn around and go, right, Scottish team, first Scottish team since God knows when, it still, that doesn't mean Celtic have not achieved that. What I mean?
He triggered me by saying, and then he come back to me then, you see, right? Then he come back to me, right? Funny though, when Celtic won the cup way back 50 years ago, they weren't British, they were Scottish. Can't have it both ways. And other people joined in. But then I just said, David Wallace, hey, it's my page. You don't like it, then fuck off. Simple.
Hello, BX, right? Kieran and Gary. How you doing?
So he's now come back. So eloquent. But what more do you expect? What do you mean? What more do you expect? He still thinks I'm a Rangers fan, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what? You triggered me, Mr. Wallace, and for that, right? Look, there you go. There's his fucking thing. How the fuck do I'm gonna block him, this motherfucker, right? But I'll do it off a phone. I'll do it anyway. Anyway, so that just little things can trigger you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look,
I'd love to sit here. Honestly, I'd love to sit here and go, yeah, I know it is, or just rise above it and all that, because you could end up being best friends with him tomorrow, kind of thing. But ultimately, I'd be lying because I've been triggered. Like, Mr. Tom is not a perfect human being and gets wound up by needless things. Heaven fucking forbid it. But yeah, ultimately, are you not maybe being a bit hasty because of the emotions in the moment, sir?
It may well be, and to be honest, I'm on my second black coffee, right? But it's like, and it's not just Facebook; it's all the other platforms. Yeah, look, people want to hate, but want to put hate, no problem, right? You want to question things, no problem. If I can, it is on Facebook. So many fucking notifications. If I catch a notification and it's a question, I will always try and respond, right? But what I won't fucking accept, I'm 46 years old, man, right? And I won't accept pedantic, shitty little points, trying to fucking point score against someone who I've never fucking seen before. I've never even had a conversation before, not even an online conversation. Do you know what I mean?
Welcome
I
to
have got,
football Twitter.
it's quite, on the 26th of this month, it would have been a year since I flew home and I first seen you. Tom, I first seen you, I first seen Gary. When I finally went back and from my 17 months of hell. I have gone through fucking shit in the last fucking couple of years. And as a result, my way of thinking has changed. Some for good and some for bad. But long gone are the times where I'm having a fucking online fucking conversation. I'd rather just shut it down dead, Tom. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
I can't be fucking arsed, mate. Anyway.
I mean,
anyway,
you do
how
what
are
you
you,
got to
Tom?
do.
How are you?
I'm all right. What I'll say to you is ironically, Gary's here. He said it to me. I'm sure he won't mind me saying this. Gary gave me great advice, where basically he's like, certain things are bothering you, get rid of it, and things like that. And there is no prize, despite me saying to you, like, are you sure you're not being hasty on this? There's actually no prize for not blocking that guy, for example. Like, if it's really bothered you, fucking do it.
Yeah, I've done it. It's gone.
But
Gone. Mr. Wallace, congratulations, you triggered me. But I've had a last laugh because you can't get in contact with me anymore. Right? That's it. Halas. As they would say in Dubai, fucking Al Barca J. Halas, finish, end. But
some might say, Mr. Wallace, you are the real winner in all this. Because sorry, Brownie, I couldn't help it.
No.
I'm just gonna fuck with everyone. No.
Just little things. Little things can trigger you. That's all.
How you doing, BX? In all seriousness, sorry, mate.
Anyway.
To answer your question, I'm all right. Evidently, I seem to feel a lot better than you because you've been fucked with, and I've avoided that for a bit. But I believe BX opened up with loads of goals tonight, which seems to be the case. Because it's another Champions League group stage night, which means it's 17 matches.
Here we go. 1 second. I'll put the screen on. Here we go. And here's the scorelines. In the Championship, Preston walloped Watford 3-0. And I know Arsenal got to go Preston soon. In the EFL Cup, I think. Sheffield United beat Swansea. Good on Sheffield United. Stoke beat Portsmouth 6-1. They've changed their fortune since Schumacher lost the job. Bristol City who Cardiff got next.
What I
Sheffield
would
Wednesday.
ask, I'd ask Portsmouth a question. I would ask them what the temperature was in Stoke, because that scoreline suggests it was a very cold night in Stoke.
Yeah, and have you been to that ground?
No,
It's
I've
on a
not been
hill.
to the football in
it's on like a
Heartland.
hill as well. To be honest, it's not the warmest of grounds. In the Champions League, Girona lost at home to Feyenoord. That's a little bit of a shock. Shakhtar lost to Atalanta.
They were both wearing kits that were very similar, if I remember rightly.
Oh, right, okay. What, they both wore the red and white?
I think it turned out that their home kit looked very similar to the other team's away kit. It was something like that. And I know there was a match where twins were they used to call them the linesmen. I don't know what you call it now. Assistant referees. Both of them were twin brothers.
Yeah.
Might have been the same game. Can't remember.
All right, okay.
Just a random
Villa beat Bayern. And as a result, Brownie bets come in, didn't they, Tom?
They did. They certainly did. I got a message going, Tom, I cashed out.
Yeah.
I don't know why I put that voice on for you. That's
I did. I
shit
myself, to be honest. I lost 50 quid last night, and I thought, no. I'm going to cash out because it might Bayern would equalise. So I cashed out, and I was throughout the 2 nights, I'm probably up about 15 quid. But I'm up. That's the main thing.
Not losing is the main battle.
Benfica battered Atleti 4-0. Dinamo Zagreb 2-2 with Monaco. Lille. Now this would be another coupon buster. Lille beat Real Madrid 1-0. John van David. The scorer.
Monaco scored in injury time. Otherwise, they would have lost.
Oh no, I didn't.
In the game just above it, Dinamo Zagreb were winning 2-1 going into injury time.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So.
Jeez. Liverpool beat Bologna 2-0.
Yeah.
Leipzig, who were winning, and I did put a bet on for that to be a draw, but Juventus come back and won that 3-2. And Club Brugge beat Sturm Graz. In the Conference League, here we fucking go. Listen, Rapid Vienna 1-2-1. Right?
I think that's Istanbul Besiktas. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
Is that Besiktas?
I know it's in Istanbul. No. I know they're in Istanbul though, because of when they won Turkish League.
Okay. And Gamirez 1-3-1. There you go. That's all the results for tonight.
You could have all looked on your phones and devices.
And breathe.
But no, it's much more fun if you wait. You could look at that on all your devices, but it's much more fun to wait to be told the scores officially by Brownie.
Well, I do try my best. Yeah. It is the most unprofessional show on YouTube, but I do try my best. Let's go on a chat. Say hello to everybody. It's kind of a night of goals. Yeah, it was. Celtic got shafted with 0 pain. Kieran, what's your prediction? Bristol City Cardiff on the weekend. If I'm honest with you, I know Cardiff had their first win last night, and Tom was one of the first to congratulate me. But I tell you what. That Cardiff midfield, got more holes than a second-hand dartboard. A better team would have put us to bed before half-time. I'm convinced of it. Gary is in the house. And Aways, who have you been winding people up again now? I lost power and it's still to turn. My phone's dying.
I remember it from last time I was on. It was very fun. Kieran,
Moss Great matches today. No problems with Western Hemisphere striker ballers. John Duran. You know what? I wonder what West Ham fans are thinking about John Duran now, because they were going to sign him in the summer, weren't they? And he even put a video out doing that on a video. You know, the Hammers sign, and the deal didn't get completed.
Funny how it's not turned out too hot for West Ham.
I know they then went to get Forku, who's been injured and could well be out for a few months.
That's a shame that.
Yeah. Mitrovic is in the house. Hi, Mitrovic. Good to see you, my friend. Too. Sunderland is still top of the championship. And
Gavin,
Joe Bellingham.
How do you think you're going to do on Friday night? Sunderland, the main event of the weekend is Friday night.
Sunderland Leeds, is it?
Yeah.
You know what? I know people went on about going on about that Joe Bellingham. If I'm honest with you, I watched him against Cardiff. And nothing. Just a plain midfielder. Is it the Bellingham hype in the media?
Yes.
Which is what
I was about to say, I'm sure he's a perfectly fine footballer for the championship. Like, I don't sound like disparaging of him, but I will say bang average. But because of who his brother is, anything he does is going to get magnified and be seen as better than it actually is.
Yeah,
I'm sure Sunderland fans will totally disagree with that. But if it was a Newcastle player, they would be like, "Oh, that's true."
Well, where was it? He scored Dunny on a weekend. It may have been yesterday or the day before. I listened to Talk Sport. And one of them said, will we see the day where the two Bellingham brothers play for England? I'm thinking, what the fucking steady on, kid. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, in my opinion, Job is nowhere near. It's just a championship level, if I'm honest with you.
Even if it's the sort of player where if a Premier League club did buy him, it would literally be to lay the groundwork to get Jude Bellingham.
Or would it just be for commercial reasons, for the Bellingham brand?
Yeah, exactly. Like you know, like how if you buy Eden Hazard, you used to have to buy his brother. Like I think Thorgan Hazard. There's numerous examples in football of players that are nowhere near as good as their brother, but you still have to buy them. Like the Boer brothers, for example.
Yeah. And the latest is what's his name? With Elisa Laumann, who's Juventus.
Yes, Douglas Luiz. And he's sitting there he's sitting there while she's giving interviews. And I know you didn't intend for this to go this direction, but you know what I'm going to say. When she's all like, "Oh, I only earn a small percentage of what my partner's earning," and it's like, well, yeah, but that's easily explained without even insulting her, without even getting into like offensive things. That's easily explained why he earns more money than her. It just can be factually explained.
I hate this guy on my timeline. I really do hate it, but I know the youngsters like it. I love him. It's who's that guy now? Who's that fucking guy? Oh, come on. People in the chat don't know. The guy who claimed that he jumped over two oncoming fucking Ferraris or something. What's his name?
What, is he a footballer or
No, he's an American
influencer?
Influencer. American influencer.
ISO Speed?
Yeah, him. Yeah. Right? Yeah,
I
that's
hate
right.
that. I hate that entered my head. As soon as you went, yeah, American, I was like, it's that.
This guy proper fucks me off, if I'm honest with you. Right? Anyway, when I only fucking watched it because of the hype after. But when he done, met up with Elisa Laumann, And I couldn't believe her attitude regarding. Did you watch this when oh yeah, she was basically begging him to buy a watch, like, you know. Basically, honest to God, I thought to myself, hang on, you know, you got a fucking husband or a boyfriend, basically on her knees for I so speak to buy a watch. It was fucking cringeworthy, if I'm honest with you.
What I will say about her is I've openly said it on Ryan streams, and I don't think I've ever actually said it out loud, but I've never seen a footballer, and admittedly, I don't really judge football on this kind of thing, but I've never in my life seen a talent disparity between what a person looks like and how good they are at football. And I'm pretty sure she'd be better than me at football. If we played a game of football, Mina, I'm sure she'd wipe the floor with me. But she's a professional footballer, so she should wipe the floor with me. So before anyone gets in with that, she'd run rings around. I'm like, well, yeah, she's paid to run rings around me. But basically, the way she looks and her talent, massive disparity.
Let's go back in the chat. Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Go back in the chat. I didn't even know Timber was I didn't even know Timber was a twin.
I didn't know that either.
Bristol City going 2-0. Well, I think you could win 2-0, maybe 3-0. BX says, is Joe a decent player? I've only gone on what I've watched against Cardiff.
I will tell you this. I believe my team, for anyone who doesn't know, I support Leeds United. We are possibly the only team that have conceded a goal to both Bellingham brothers.
Never.
No, both Bellinghams have scored against us. We played Birmingham in 2019 when Bellingham was 16, and I believe he did score against us, but we won the game 5-4. That match gave me a heart attack because it was 2-2. It was 2-2, like going into like the 80th minute, and then there was like, I can't do the maths, but
well, it's
lots of goals.
I mean, this is standard, yeah. The Cardiff team are fucking useless, right? We have, you know what? I haven't done many rants, as in proper rants this season.
But excuse me 1 second. Let me just get my Pepsi, please.
No worries. I haven't done many rants this season, yeah. But it's because it's laughable. The way we are playing is fucking laughable. I'm laughing more than I'm fucking ranting, which is a strange kind of mindset to have when your team is bottom of the championship, right? But we are fucking shit, right? And Joe Bellingham could not. I mentioned about the Cardiff midfield earlier. Joe Bellingham didn't stand out whatsoever against the Cardiff midfield. I don't think he is a decent player. He scored a good goal over a weekend, and the media are wanking him off.
I'll tell you this though, Brownie. As bad as your team have been in the first 8 games, you're only 4 points off of safety.
I know. But when fucking Wayne Rooney's Plymouth are above you, you know you got fucking problems.
Well, yeah, but there's like Coventry 17th down to 21st, all on the same number of points. The table is very compact.
It is. But hey, if we didn't win that yesterday,
oh no, yeah, of course.
You know.
I mean, to be fair, Portsmouth taking an absolute shellacking today has put they're only 3 goals better off than you. So
yeah.
Things can change very quickly.
That little see you next Tuesday. I can't. Oh, me neither, mate. Me neither. He does my head in. He's a plant in the industry. What do you mean by that, mate? Do you know what he means by that?
I've seen it said about people, but admittedly, I've seen it said more about the female. Like for I can't remember her name. It's like Bobby something who does she interviews celebrities, but she behaves like she doesn't want to be there, and it's a whole bit. But back, for example, industry plants tend to get labelled at women. I don't know what he means by I show speed.
I do admit,
but
I don't really know what. So a plant. So what?
I'll tell
What?
you what. I'll
What do you mean?
Google it.
Like
I'll Google it because I'm not saying that BX Gunner's out of line. Because how can I say
no, but a plant as in what? A plant to
it's out of
make
line? I
money,
don't
or
even really fully know the proper definition
a
of it.
plant as in a false
Industry plant.
person? I don't get it.
Right. Okay. I'll read what it says on AI overview. An industry plant is a musician who appears to be successful and independent, but is actually supported by a record label or other industry resource. Uh, Industry plants tend to be presented as self-made, even though they're not. Quick
Right.
success, business focused, more like very much like KSI. Like he's always focused on making money.
And also going on the football streamers. That's what the claim has always been about the United stand and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I got you.
They get placed on major playlists they generally have no business being on. Like for example, like Goldbridge is on Talksport, for example, and it's like
Yeah.
why?
Well,
Rory Jennings
it's
is actually worse, to be fair.
like Roy Jennings is an actor, isn't he? Or he was an actor. He was in EastEnders at one point.
Yeah, like then he'd like do one episode of EastEnders or something.
Yeah, and it's like I've heard
Yeah.
a few of them being labelled as actors. So I've heard people, but I've never heard the word plant. So basically, like an actor, then.
It's like that lady that done the clip or that went viral over the summer. That's probably
Paris
going to
Hilton.
turn
Now
out
you
to
know
be
what
one.
the amount of wanks I've had as a teenager over Paris Hilton was fucking got to be going into treble figures, if not quarterly figures.
Wow.
Benjamin. Yeah, no, I take
Do
that.
you know she's one of the part owners of Leeds United, Paris Hilton? Genuinely true.
What
Genuinely
American
true.
celebrity isn't a fucking owner? Isn't a
Yeah.
part owner of Leeds United?
No, I only know that because she put a video out about on the playoff final day, to which I had my head in my hands like, we're definitely going to lose this once I saw it. Because you don't deserve to win
Benjamin,
a football match
I
if
take
you've
your
got
point. Yeah, I take your point. I say I can only go by what I witnessed during the Cardiff game. But I know there's always been claims about Goldbridge, haven't it?
I don't even believe he's really a Man United fan. Oh, no, sorry. Don't quote me on that. What I mean is, I've heard from many people that he actually supports Nottingham Forest, but knew
Yeah,
that you would actually get fame for, because at the time Nottingham Forest would have been in League One, maybe. I could be wrong on that, but let's just say they weren't in the Premier League. They weren't looking like getting to the Premier League, so there was no way of going viral for doing Nottingham Forest fan TV.
Yeah, I know. You'll have views like me doing fucking Cardiff watch-alongs. Right, and also as well, although I wouldn't put it up, but there was an entertaining clip, wasn't it, by a Bayern fan tonight. I have put it on a short, guys. So watch for short, yeah. Where
Sorry, it's just
I
giving you a
know,
clue what
it's
happened.
gone viral, but it is. I did do it on a short.
Easy answer to that, Gustavo Hamer.
Mitrovic says, Brownie and Tom, if you could choose one championship player to sign, who would it be right now?
Gustavo Hamer. I'm not an accountant at Leeds United, but upon hearing that 13 million was not a good offer, I'd been like, okay, cool. Find out what they want and then pay it. But it turned out that even if we did give them the 80 million they wouldn't have sold him to us anyway, because they rightfully would have acknowledged that would have been a stupid decision to make. Giving one of their rivals, one of their best players, when we're probably going to be battling them for the spot. Very silly.
I still like Ampadu of Leeds. How's he doing it this season?
He's injured for 10 weeks. He got crocked on Saturday.
Oh, right, okay.
So, yeah he won't be playing for Wales either.
Jack Clark. People, I haven't really seen much of Jack Clark. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, but he's
Right.
in the Premier League.
We'll go through some of the posts on Facebook. We're going to have to knock on the head in about 15 minutes, okay, guys? So I know it's only a quick show, but a quick show is better than nothing at all. Just ask my missus. Right?
That's not PG.
Right. There you go. Good old Ozzy Osbourne. Fair play to Villa tonight. And the crazy fact is, the last time Villa were in the Champions League, it was the 82 Champions League final, which they beat Bayern in the final, and for the same scoreline, 1-0 to Villa. That's a bit of a coincidence, Tom, isn't it?
It is.
Especially only a few days after the sad passing of Gary Shaw, who was one of the famous players as well.
Is that Gary Shaw? Am I remembering it wrong?
Yeah. Up front. Oh. Okay, let's go down. We spoke about that one. Wimbledon, fair play to Newcastle, really helping them out. It could well be a cynic, a cynic would say that they may well be looking for a lower feeder club, but in all fairness, they helped Wimbledon at the time of need. How far away from Wimbledon are you, Tom?
It's probably like an hour or so on the tube.
Okay.
Oh, how would you put it? I would only ever go there if Leeds were playing.
Right. Right. Watch this. Just shows good refereeing. In my opinion, it's good refereeing. People who of a younger audience say that, but this kind of tackle, watch it now. Not even a yellow card was dished out.
Gary, sorry. But if you don't mind, I'll put the link to my channel in your chat.
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers, Mr. Waste, thank you. Yeah, we mainly just on a Sunday night talk about the Leeds game, but we do others. Brownie can attest to it. Brownie was on there 2 weeks ago. He had good fun.
Yeah, I was.
I'm not putting a gun to his head. Like, say you had fun, Brownie. Say you had fun. Anyway,
I did. We had a good laugh. We had a good laugh. And if anyone's in Torquay, pop into this charity shop and you can buy this Hawaiian shirt for £6.50.
Have you seen the mock-up? I'll put it up on my community tab page thing. It's someone's super important, because the Hawk Tour girl has started doing a podcast allegedly.
Yes,
not allegedly, I've seen it. But Neil Warnock is her first guest. He's like, I'm just going to tell you the Tarap story. I'm going to tell you the one about Paddy Kenny. I'm going to tell you about the time that when I was managing at Birmingham, and Paul Peskin-Salido, who you may or may not know, is married to Karen Brody of West Ham. So he done all right for himself. Neil Warnock convinced all the Birmingham players to put £10 in a pot and then play them at bowling. But he only waited until they put all the money in the pot to then pull out his own professional bowling ball out of his bag, get out his own personal bowling shoes, and then bowled 300, and then took all their money. Neil Warnock, everyone.
Well, that Hawk 2 girl, just listen, only a couple of minutes have made her millions. It's crazy, isn't it? This motherfucker.
They should have called it Warnock Tour.
Now, I know people are saying,
I was going to ask what you make of this.
It got to be something fucking wrong with this guy. Huh?
I don't understand what he thought. Like, don't get me wrong, if this happened like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and then he lost his job and all this, you'd sit there and feel like, well, maybe he didn't foresee that. But you've got to live in a cave to think that you're going to get away with tweeting something like that about Hillsborough.
It's crazy,
and not think it's going to come back on you. I find it hard to
it's
feel
not the first
sympathy
time. It's not the first time people
Yeah,
have gone back on his.
yeah. I was going to say, you're right. Like, he could go, oh, I've got hacked. It's like, oh, you was hacked the other 20 times that you tweeted vile filth.
So he's been sacked. Been sacked from his job, banned from Sheffield Wednesday, banned from his golf club, and arrested. And it's like he looks like a fucking
banned
he
from
looks
his
like a
golf club.
rockman as well, doesn't he?
He certainly looks like they should check his computer hard drive.
Absolutely.
Can I say that live on here?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
well,
of course.
I guess
You
I
can say
already have,
anything, mate. No
'cause
problem.
I guess I already have said it, but
Oh, here we go. Our good friend Anya Lico. She spoke out again. Her latest comment: men are now dominating broadcasts in the women's game. And then goes on to say women can never dominate the men's game in the same way. Has she not watched fucking Match of the Day for the last fucking 2-3 years then?
What I think she really means is she was silly enough to sign with ITV and then only then realised that the actual football highlights are on the BBC. So you, at best, you're not going to end up on ITV Match of the Day as much as you think you might have before you signed on. So what did you expect to happen?
Yeah. Sometimes I just think she's trolling people to get a reaction.
What? Yeah, no, you're right. I agree with that.
Honestly, just to keep her name in the fucking in the media.
Yep, but it's genius because people will respond to that. I guarantee your post on that got responses because people are gonna give her. I'm not saying she wants that response, but she needs it because it gives her oxygen, right? In the fame game. Because like my thing on that is I think you're wrong. I can calmly explain why I think you're wrong, but that's not good enough for her because I'm not shouting at her that she shouldn't be in football.
And
I'm not
South American marriage material. Hey, South American marriage material. There she goes, right up chanting for her team.
Hey, Lenny.
Right. Have you heard this, Tom?
I've not heard that. I thought I read the lyrics and I thought it was a chant about Millwall.
We pay no tax. We cut the tails off the fucking cat.
I think that we need to explain a bit, right? We got 3 legs because the Isle of Man flag has 3 legs.
Yeah.
We pay no tax because Isle of Man is tax-free from the UK. We cut the tails off of fucking cats. Well, people from the nickname for Isle of Man is Manx, isn't it? MANX.
Yeah.
So you'll have to check out Manx cats, and they have no tails. So it's quite a. I love it, really.
It's quite witty, to be fair. Not lazy.
Yeah. I mean, many years ago when I first went into recruitment, I used to put all my employees through an Isle of Man, like self-employed company. Do you know what I mean? So none of them would pay tax.
Yep. Hi, Sam. So
but then, on a plus side for me, I'd pay them less, but they'd still make more by not paying any tax. So I get more profit. Up there for thinking, you see? Up there for thinking.
Of course you know that. Of course you would come up with that scheme. Of course you would. And sorry, aren't you friends with Jimmy Carr for when it comes to tax? So
yes.
Carr with the tax. So yeah.
Right, listen, I gotta go, mate. I really got to go. I know, guys. I apologize, but it's a short show. Try saying that with a speech impediment, but listen, thanks, Tom. Many thanks for coming in. Much appreciated.
No problem.
Guys, many thanks for coming in to a chat. I do have to go. My My phone has been on silent, but it's been on vibrate, and my leg is going like a woman's toy at the moment with a phone. All
That's
right.
what she said.
Hasta luego. I'll catch you all later. Many thanks, Tom.
No problem. Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys.